dreams we saw high. Drone explorers, searching the skies, seeing what we can't see with naked eyes.
Cusworth Hall is an 18th century Grade 1 listed country house in Cusworth, near Doncaster, South Yorkshire in the north of England. Set in the landscape parklands of Cusworth Park, Cusworth Hall is a good example of a Georgian country house. It is now a country house museum. The Wrightson family had held the lordship of Cusworth since 1669. The present house was built in 1740 to 1745 by George Platt for William Wrightson to replace a previous house, and was further altered in 1749 to 1753 by James Paine. On William's death in 1760, the property passed to his daughter Isabella, who had married John Batty, who took the additional name of Wrightson in 1766. He employed the landscape designer Richard Woods to remodel the park. Woods was one of a group of respected landscape designers working across the country during the 18th century, and Cusworth was one of his most important commissions in South Yorkshire, another being at Cannon Hall. Woods created a park of 250 acres with a hanging and a serpentine river consisting of 3 lakes embellished with decorative features such as the rock arch and the cascade. The estate afterwards passed to John and Isabella's son, William Wrightson, 1752 to 1827, who was the MP for Aylesbury from 1704 to 1790 and High Sheriff of Yorkshire for 1819 to 1820. He was succeeded by his son, William Batty Wrightson, 1789 to 1879, who at various times was MP for East Retford, Kingston upon Hull, and Northallerton. He died childless, and Cusworth Hall passed to his brother Richard Heber Wrightson, who died in 1891. The property was then inherited by his nephew William Henry Thomas, who took the surname Batty Wrightson by royal license and died in 1903. He had married Lady Isabella Cecil, eldest daughter of the 3rd Marquess of Exeter. Between 1903 and 1909, Lady Isabella made further alterations to the house. She died in 1917, leaving an only son, Robert Cecil Batty Wrightson, 1888 to 1952. On his death in 1952, the estate descended to his sister, a nurse who had married a Major Oswald Parker, but later was variously known as Miss Maureen Pierce Brown and as Mrs. Pierce. She was obliged to sell the contents of Cusworth Hall in October 1952 to meet the death duties levied at Robert Cecil's death. She subsequently sold the hall to Doncaster Council. For all your drone accessories, scan the QR code below.